Today's horoscope and tarot from Astrocademy, Taurus, March 7, 2022. Lively people and settings appeal more than usual today, and you might enjoy some teamwork or others' ideas jumpstart your thinking. While it may not be an ideal time to make the bigger decisions, it's a good time to go within and get a better understanding of your needs and goals. You might arrive at a turning point in your thinking regarding long-term goals or career matters. Today and tomorrow, transits ask you to transform and grow through your beliefs, ideas, and attitudes. Someone or something may be challenging the way you see things, and you can choose to resist or grow through the experience. Whether you're single or already romantically attached, you could be hyper-focused on the details of a job situation at this time. This is especially true with savvy Mercury, celestial ruler of your sensual second house of comfort, finances, and stability, stationing retrograde in Aquarius via your prestigious 10th house of authority. On another note, the moon's hypersensitive journey through Cancer and your curious third house of communication inspires you to speak your truth and follow your intuition. Crushing on someone, but keeping it to yourself for the time being? The moon's trine to lucky Jupiter encourages you to trust the process. Over the past few days, Mercury retrograde has continued to square Uranus retrograde. This square's underlying tension has potentially put a strain on your sense of self along with your career, public image, and accomplishments. You might be unsure of what you need to change to present a certain way to be more professionally impactful. Luckily, as the square continues to develop, so does the truth behind it. Something could come to light about your accomplishments or professional legacy that give you a better perspective of what you should do next. At the same time that the moon wraps up its first visit to your income sector for the year, the lunar nodes are spending their last weekend in your two money houses. While this will leave your income sector empty, Mars is in your financial sector for another 9 days, and already his financial passions and fighting spirit are spiking. You are spending happy hours with family and want even more time with them. It makes you feel strong and in harmony with the world. A meeting with close friends will be very pleasant and intellectually stimulating. Emotions are running deep and heavy for you, so don't feel like you have to hide your feelings. Instead, act it all out. You're 9 kinds of crazy right now, but it's all good. There is no reason to feel apprehensive. Open your eyes and appreciate the myriad of opportunities available to you. In any social situation, the confidence you show enables you to impress almost anyone you meet. Doors open for you and there is little for you to fear, so make the most of opportunities that arise. Always watch what you eat so that you feel your best at all times, and especially at stressful ones. We all tend to become distracted while chatting away or watching TV. We barely notice what we put in our mouths. There are ways to handle these situations, and most of them involve just a little bit of forethought. For instance, for every alcoholic beverage you ingest, drink 1 glass of water, preferably with no ice. On the relationship front, you may find yourself feeling more and more sentimental about the ties between you and your significant other. Do not be surprised by this, as days usually bring a more nostalgic, family-oriented focus into the picture. Have faith in yourself and the relationships that you have chosen to be a part of. Put aside any self-doubt that you have been experiencing, as that can only be detrimental. Now is the time to start new traditions with friends and loved ones. While this is an important day on several fronts, with the Sun and Jupiter making this an important day for communication and the Moon putting the focus on home and family matters, it is Venus and Mars' last full day in Capricorn that comes with the most urgency. While this is an important day for following your heart and embracing the things that excite you or that you are passionate about, it is also about packing for the journey ahead. An alignment with Pluto has awoken a need for change, but on your terms. As Venus and Mars spend their last full day in Capricorn, they are still aligned, with the planets of love and passion a united force as they work to leave you with a sense of what's possible. Venus will normally spend just 24 days in your sign each year, but after 4 months she is leaving you with a good sense of what you want from love, with Mars willing to fight to make it happen. Your tarot reading for today. Strength, the Chariot and the World. You would like to tell your friends what they should be doing in their lives. You like making them open their eyes about subjects that seem obvious to you. But, have you ever thought about what they may think about your interference? Mind your own business is perhaps something they have already said to you. You bet. Telling someone what they should do is often viewed poorly. This draw shows that you sometimes interfere too much in the lives of the people around you. It may be interesting to give your opinion sometimes, but beware not to offend them by imposing your way of doing things. Each person is different and uses what seems logical to themselves. You need to use a medicine dropper when you're giving advice, otherwise you run the risk that people will get cross and take offense. That may be what has happened to you recently. The cards show a recent event during which you may have offended someone with your words. This is the risk you run when you interfere too much in other people's lives. Advise, yes, but don't dictate. Would you like someone to tell you that you don't get out enough and you should be a bit more active? No. It's unpleasant. And this is understandable. So, don't forget, and don't do to others what you don't want them to do to you. By following this advice you will calm your relationships with others and increase your social attractiveness. Our eyes in the sky. Avoid pushing yourself physically right now, and be mindful of your limits. Lean into love this evening, and the moon shares a sweet connection to romantic Venus. This cosmic climate is perfect for embracing your sensual side, and it can help you reconnect with your nearest and dearest. If you feel like you need a bit of cheering up, use this energy as an excuse to spoil yourself a tiny bit, but don't go overboard with spending. The tension that has built up throughout the day comes to a head tonight when Luna forms an alliance with Uranus, amplifying the opposition it shares with Mars. Pent-up aggression could find its way out now. If you find yourself on the receiving end of someone else's temper tantrum, try to defuse the situation diplomatically, or you could end up in some seriously hot water. Unexpected events take us by surprise, causing tensions to explode with those who we previously considered allies. The slightest criticism makes us feel like our honor is being attacked. Limitations are deemed threats to our freedom, and we will fight back recklessly rather than see ourselves trapped into someone else's design. This is classically an influence of accidents, primarily because we are distracted and lacking in focus. Take the morning a bit slower than you normally would.